Okay, part two of Ron Paul's stances and explanation. Okay, so last thing we talked about was global warming. So next topic is gun control. Ron Paul does not believe there should be any regulations on gun control. And I mean, if you wanted a machine gun, you go ahead and have it. And yeah, a lot of people would be like, that's not cool, man. But, we still have the Second Amendment, and I know the concept is foreign to a lot of people, but there actually may be a time where we need to rise up. And that was the whole point of the forefathers, because the British did not let them carry arms. So that was a huge deal, and that's why it's a big issue. And if you look at the United Kingdom, they don't have, no one's allowed to have weapons over there. I mean, honestly, I have my own reservations about England, but that's his stance. Immigration. Ron Paul, well, like most politicians, he's against immigration, and but the really big issue here is that he wouldn't let children of immigrants born in his country become citizens, which I could see the logic behind it. I mean, there is logic, and the reason being is that if their parents are deported, it's up to the state to deal with it, and they go through DIFUS, and it just becomes a big hassle. And it's best to just keep the kids with the family. But that might create legal issues and whatnot. It's just the way it's currently set up. Because you can't really deport a U.S. citizen. So you could. I mean, it has happened that parents have been deported and the kids are stuck here, and it's just the state to deal with it. And let me tell you, that does take up a lot. DIFUS uses up a lot of money, and that's just. And I mean, that's with kids already born in this country. So that is his belief. Marriage, Ron Paul, and I know you guys. This is a big issue for a lot of people. Ron Paul would let gays get married. Anybody can get married. It's not the state's problem. I think he would. Yeah, he would get rid of like having a federal. Well, no. He would just allow everyone to get married. Basically, that's basically what it is. Just give me a minute. I had everything written down here. Medical care. Okay, this is the one thing that I am a bit against. With Ron Paul, private healthcare, he doesn't think that's a right of people to have from the state, from the government, which I don't agree with, and I openly will say that's probably one of the only thing I could. I mean, the other issue, yeah, but this is the one downright issue that I am completely against Ron Paul. I believe it's basically, if you want healthcare, you do it. But it's funny because, we're forced to have car insurance but not health insurance. Because, yeah, having car is more important than human life. That's the basic stances. Now, he has other things. Now, he wouldn't get rid of Medicare or Medicaid. I know a lot of people like to bring that up, but no, he would not get rid of it. Now, I guess there are certain good things like he would do with insurance, like you can get insurance and not like I can get insurance in New York if I wanted to, which this benefits people. Now that would benefit people if maybe in like Medicaid, Medicare level, because it's a lot easier to get Medicaid and Medicare in New York than it would be in New Jersey. So there are some pros and cons to it, but honestly, I'm for a universal option, but like that's ever gonna happen. Monetary policy and the Fed. This is one thing that I'm not going to explain because you guys should know what it is. That's his huge thing. That's basically his whole platform, and the Fed. Let's see. What else really matters here? Trade policies. He would get rid of NAFTA. Because, yeah. He would get rid of NAFTA. He doesn't believe the government should have any say in the markets. And, just NAFTA is just basically a U.S. program. and as we can see, has been very detrimental. And Ron Paul has noticed this. We would end that. He would end free trade. By probably by price. I mean, yeah, that's the big thing. And fair trade. Um, gosh, what other things would I like to say about Ron Paul? Okay, I guess just some other misconceived notions about Ron Paul. And this is more to do with libertarianism than actual Ron Paul stances. He would get end a minimum wage. That's not true. That's your libertarian policy, which wouldn't work. The way the government's set up, the way the United States set up, it wouldn't work. And Ron Paul said he would not get rid of the minimum wage. It's just not feasible at all, especially in a recession. And it would just lead to a lot of more problems than more bad than more good would come out of it. Um, well, he would end, well, and the Fed. I don't really need to explain that. There's plenty of videos on that. Um, gosh, yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, that's basically the big issues with Ron Paul. Um, yeah, so I mean, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I can probably answer them. I know my fair share about Ron Paul. All right, thanks, guys.